2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Tom Brady gets set to line him up on offense here for the New England Patriots. A Week 2 loss in a very steamy Jacksonville. Last week, Charles, you talked about the heat might be a factor, and it was.
When you talk about 97 degrees with a heat index of 107 at kickoff, you're exactly right. That's steamy for everyone, but especially for a team coming from the Northeast to play in the South. And Tom Brady, when he's had his struggles in his career, many of them have been in the state of Florida when the heat has been high.
1-5. How about that? They go play action here on first down. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Gronkowski had a frustrating Week 2. Just 15 yards, a pair of catches in that loss to Jacksonville. And so many people were curious how the Gronk-Ramsey matchup would go after the Ramsey jawing, but it never really materialized, did it?
No, Jalen Ramsey plays the corner, so not very often is he going to be on Rob Gronkowski, only in certain formations. So that was really a non-issue. Gronk did have a big opening week against Houston, 123 yards. But after the game, he gave credit to Jacksonville with how they defended him and said he has to study tape and figure out better ways to get open.
Brady now on first down. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their number 1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
So the ball moves into line. Throwing on first down is Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A first carry now for Rex Burkhead. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's...
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Rex Burkhead, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. As Matthew Stafford brings out the Detroit Lions, let's talk about what they did in Week 2. Better than Week 1, but still a loss at San Francisco, Charles, 30-27.
And still playing from way behind credit. He put his 4-interception performance against the Jets on Monday night behind him, enough to throw 3 touchdown passes, but not enough to get Matt Patricia, their rookie head coach, his first victory.
Yeah, now sitting at 0-2 heading into Week 3. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Flush to his right. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards for number 11. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On first down, Stafford here. Buying time to his left. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second complete to Tate. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Stafford on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's Stafford now on second down. but felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Set, lady! We're rolling, we're rolling. Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Hey, Red, zero.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
20.
Shotgun now for Brady. Open man left side is Gronkowski. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
20.
From the gun, it's Brady. And his throw here is incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they
on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action.
Wait, 20.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Brady. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now Brady. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the the 3. Give him 30.
Right there, another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now a play fake took him a little too far at second down. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
4 down, 4 down. Set, lady. Big 20, big 20.
The final shot before the break. Stafford. He's got a man complete. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's right. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming. They think they were just bad plays to call.
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now Stafford fighting it off. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On first down, it's Stafford. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dante Hightower. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. To throw on second down is Stafford. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone of the Patriots. Patriot defense has a touchdown. Gostkowski for the point after.
Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes our score 17-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Abdullah, the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Stafford here coming off his pick six. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, here's Brady. The Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Brady now on first down. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, with the way things are going with Tom Brady finding Gronk as many times as he has in this game and the team is winning, you think at some point maybe even Brady would do the Gronk dance?
Well, if he does that Gronk dance, Davis, that means you have to do that Gronk dance. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Now Brady throwing on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So out now come the Lions. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Set. 180. Right there.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Give me radar.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It's a gain of 9 yards. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Set. Another 20. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the first down here, but hold on, as there's a flag on the field, and I think someone got held.
Holding offense.
And defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Set. 180. Hey, Red. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
From the 50, Stafford. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. They're able to locate Wilson. 18 yards there and a 1st down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Stafford. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive.
Still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Again, they run with Burkhead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Brady going to give this one to Burkhead. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, give the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
One last drive here for Pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Detroit.